3 days in NYC on $600. Here's how I did it without starving, and still had a blast. Introduction. Let's be real. New York City is not known for being affordable. Between $17 salads, $250 hotel rooms, and subway delays that will test your faith, a trip to NYC can feel more like a luxury splurge than a budget adventure. But I made it my mission to prove otherwise. With exactly $600 in my pocket, including food, transportation, activities, and a place to sleep, I spent 3 full days exploring the Big Apple. No, I didn't eat out at Michelin-starred restaurants. No, I didn't stay at the Plaza. But I did experience the real, gritty, beautiful, and buzzing New York that people fall in love with, and I did it without starving or sleeping on a bench. Let me show you how I pulled it off, and how you can, too. The budget breakdown total: $600. Lodging: $210, 3 nights. Transportation: $34, 7-day unlimited MetroCard. Food: $90. Attractions activities: $70. Emergencies miscellaneous buffer: $46. Total spent: $450, $550. Yes, I even had a little left over for a souvenir or that one late night pizza craving. Day 1. If you can make it here. Arrival plus where I stayed. I booked a bed in a shared room at a hostel in Harlem, $70 per night. Was it luxury? No. But was it clean, safe, and convenient? Yes. Plus, free Wi-Fi, access to a kitchen, and friendly travelers from all over the world made it a great vibe. Pro tip: hostels and budget hotels in outer boroughs like Queens and Brooklyn can save you so much money. Just make sure there's a nearby subway station. Transportation: I bought the 7-day unlimited MetroCard for $34. This card was my best friend. I could swipe into buses or subways as many times as I needed without stressing over individual fares. What I did: Times Square. It's touristy, loud, and chaotic, but also iconic. Seeing the lights and performers at night is 100% free and 100% unforgettable. Bryant Park plus New York Public Library. Gorgeous, peaceful, and full of character. Free seating, performers, and people watching galore. Grand Central Terminal. The ceiling mural alone is worth the visit. Plus, it's free to roam. Food. Breakfast. Grabbed a $3 bagel and coffee from a corner deli. Lunch. Bodega chopped cheese sandwich, $6. Filling and full of flavor. Dinner. $7 halal cart chicken over rice, seasoned, spicy, and generous portions. Day 2. Brooklyn, bridges and bodegas. Morning. I started with a quick breakfast bagel again, I'm loyal. Then I took the subway to Brooklyn Bridge and walked across it. The views of Manhattan. Absolutely stunning and totally free. I took a million pictures, soaked up the city skyline, and crossed into Dumbo. Midday. In Dumbo down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass, I wandered around, watched people take Instagram pics, and browsed local shops without buying anything. Self-control, y'all. I ate lunch on a park bench overlooking the water. $5 slice of pizza plus $2 soda from a nearby pizzeria. Afternoon activity. Took the Staten Island ferry, which is free. You pass the Statue of Liberty and get amazing views of the skyline. It's a chill, 25-minute ride, and there's no charge. The breeze. Priceless. Dinner. I stopped in Chinatown for dinner. Got vegetable lo mein and a dumpling combo for about $8. The flavor. 10 out of 10. The price. Chef's kiss. Day 3. Museums, culture, and Central Park. The Met on a budget. The Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Met has a suggested donation policy for New York State residents and students, but even if you're not from NY, there's no set price if you pay cash. I gave $5 and spent hours exploring the art, sculptures, and fashion. Central Park adventures. After the museum, I walked through Central Park. It was a beautiful day, and the park was filled with musicians, dog walkers, roller skaters, and tourists. I walked past Bethesda Terrace, Strawberry Fields, and Belvedere Castle, all for free. Food. Breakfast. Cereal plus banana at the hostel free. Lunch. Street pretzel plus water, $5. Dinner. A small plate at a food truck in the Upper West Side, $10 plus water I brought from the hostel. Evening wind down. Back in Harlem, I grabbed a $4 ice cream cone from a local shop and sat outside chatting with other travelers. We swapped stories and budget hacks, and I realized this trip wasn't about luxury, it was about connection and experience. Tips to stretch that $600 further. Stay in one borough per day to avoid wasting time and money. Pack snacks and a reusable water bottle. Use Google Maps plus NYC subway app to plan routes efficiently. Don't be afraid of street food or food trucks. They're budget-friendly and tasty. Walk everywhere you can. You'll save money, and your step count will hit the roof. What I skipped and didn't regret. Rooftop cocktails, $18 a drink. No ma'am. Broadway shows, love them, but they weren't in this budget. Pricey attractions like One World Observatory or Edge. There's nothing wrong with splurging if you can. But if you can't, don't let it stop you from seeing the city. There's so much culture, art, and beauty on the streets of NYC, you just have to know where to look. Final thoughts. A $600 trip to NYC sounds like a scam. I get it, but it's very possible if you plan ahead, stay flexible, and skip the fluff. You don't need to spend $200 a day to enjoy a city like New York. What you need is a spirit of adventure, a comfortable pair of shoes, and a little faith in your inner budget baddie. This trip reminded me that it's not about how much money you have, it's about how creative you can get with what you've got. Question for readers. Have you ever done a big city on a small budget? Would you try a $600 NYC trip, or are you strictly 5-star and Uber Black?